Let me start with a question. Have you ever looked at yourself and thought, why can't I just stick to it? Like, you start strong, then you fall off. You promise yourself, this time I'll be consistent. Then 3 days later, you're back to the same pattern. And what hurts is not even the goal. What hurts is you don't trust yourself anymore. Because after you break your own promises enough times, your brain starts treating your plans like jokes. You don't say it out loud, but you feel it. You set a goal, and a voice inside you whispers, yeah, right, you'll quit again. So today, I'm not here to motivate you. I'm here to solve a real problem. How do you rebuild self-trust after you have failed yourself too many times? Because self-trust is the foundation. Without it, you don't just quit goals, you quit on the person you could become. So let's fix it. And I'll give you something practical, a simple system you can start today, even if you feel like you're bad at consistency. Ready? Let's go. The truth nobody tells you. Most people think confidence comes first. Like you become confident, then you become consistent. But it's actually the opposite. Confidence is a receipt. You get it after you keep your promise. So if you want self-trust back, you don't need a miracle. You need evidence. Evidence that you can do what you said you'll do. Because self-trust is not a feeling, it's not motivation, it's not hype. Self-trust is proof. And the only way to get proof is to start keeping promises again. But here's the catch. You can't rebuild trust with big promises. Big promises are what broke it in the first place. I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. every day. I'm going to work out for 90 minutes. I'm going to change my whole life starting Monday. That sounds strong, but it's fragile. Because the moment you miss one day, you feel like a failure. Then guilt comes. Then avoidance comes. Then you quit. So the goal is not to promise more. The goal is to promise smaller and keep it every time. That's how trust is rebuilt. Let me talk to you like a friend. If you've been inconsistent, you've been overpromising. You made a plan for your best self, but you executed it on your tired self. And tired you didn't agree to that plan. So here's a rule. Make promises that your tired self can keep. Not your best day. Not your hype day. Your tired day. Because discipline isn't proven on your good days. It's proven when you're stressed, busy, or drained. So your first move is this. Pick one goal. Then shrink it until it's almost impossible to fail. You want to work out? Your promise is, I'll do 5 minutes. You want to write? Your promise is, I'll write 100 words. You want to learn a skill? Your promise is, I'll study for 10 minutes. That sounds too small, right? Good. Because this isn't about intensity. This is about identity repair. You're rebuilding your relationship with yourself, and you rebuild it by keeping small promises repeatedly. Now here's why people fail even small promises. They rely on memory and mood. They say, I'll do it later, and later never comes. So we need a trigger. A trigger means, when this happens, I do the habit. Not, I'll do it if I feel like it, but I do it automatically. Here are examples. When I brush my teeth, I do 5 push-ups. When I sit at my desk, I write 100 words. When I pour my first coffee, I study 10 minutes. This is powerful because it removes decision-making, and decisions are where most people lose. So here's the line. The self-trust grows when the habit becomes automatic, not when you try harder. This is big. Most people judge progress by emotion. If I feel motivated, I'm doing well. If I feel tired, I'm failing. No. Feelings are weather. Your system is climate. Some days you'll feel unstoppable. Some days you'll feel unstoppable. Some days you'll feel unstoppable. Some days you'll feel heavy. That's normal. But self-trust is built when you say, I don't need to feel ready. I just need to show up. Even if it's messy, even if it's small, even if you're not proud of it yet, because consistency isn't proving talent. Consistency is proving loyalty to your own future. Let's solve the challenge right now. Okay, here's the challenge we're solving. I don't trust myself to stay consistent. Now I'm going to give you the exact fix. It's called the 7-day self-trust reset. Simple, no drama. Step 1, pick one habit for 7 days. 1, not 5 habits. Not a new life. 1, examples. Write daily. Walk daily. Study daily. Work out daily. Study daily. Work out daily. Step 2, set a too small to fail minimum. This is the key. 100 words, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 page, 1. Set. The minimum is not your goal. The minimum is your proof. Step 3, attach it to a trigger. When I do X, I do the minimum. Toothbrush equals push-ups. Coffee equals study. Desk equals writing. Shower equals stretching. Step 4, track it like a grown adult. Not in your head, on paper. Draw 7 boxes. Check the box when you do the minimum. That check mark is not childish. That check mark is a contract being honored. The Step 5, if you miss a day, you don't quit. You reset within 24 hours. Number guilt spiral. No, I'm a failure. No disappearing for 2 weeks. Just, I reset tomorrow. Because consistency isn't never miss. Consistency is never disappear. Let me say this clearly. You're not broken. You're not broken. You're not lazy. You're not just that kind of person. You're simply someone who has been living without a system. Your life stops depending on mood. Self-trust returns, not because you became a new person overnight, but because you started keeping promises again. Small promises. Daily promises, promises your tired self can keep. That's how you rebuild your identity. So by the end of this video, what did we solve? We solved the challenge of inconsistency, because now you have a system that makes consistency realistic. 1 habit, too small to fail minimum. Trigger, track it, reset fast. And if you do this for 7 days, you'll feel something most people haven't felt in a long time. Pride, not fake hype. Real pride, because you'll finally trust yourself again. So here's what I want you to do. Comment this. My 7-day habit is ... My minimum is ... Keep it simple. And if you want the next episode, subscribe to MySoloSky, because we're not building motivation here. We're building a life you can actually rely on. Pause. Breathe. Now go earn your self-trust back.